Hello everyone, welcome back. Today's video is on stock price prediction using this real-time data. So first of all, we'll be following few steps. Let me show you. Like we'll be using Kafka to fetch the stocks data in real time, then move that data to a centralized store, and we'll fetch this from this Alpha Vantage site, you can see. And also then pre-process the data using Python plus Spark, and then we'll be making predictions, and also after that we'll be visualizing using this Flask. So I have this I'll just start this Kafka and Zookeeper first, then I'll be creating a producer and consumer file. I have written the code already. I'll show you. So here, as you can see, I have loaded the data from this Alpha Vantage site using this URL, and we have this consumer file where this producer sends this topic, and this the consumer receives it, and then it stores. So we also, after the data is received, it is saved in a centralized store, and then we'll be performing certain operations like pre-processing and cleaning it, and then we'll be building a model, ML model. So as you can see, we have pre-processed the data like we have done on these columns, and then as you can see, the data looks like this. As you can see, we have all of these double quotes and all. It's not clean, so we'll be pre-processing, we'll be cleaning it. So we'll be replacing these double quotes and slashes, everything which is present extra, and then we'll be casting the string values to this double, as you can see here. Then we'll be showing this certain rows will be displayed. So you can see it is a clean data now. We can take it further. So now we have this vector assembler, wherein we'll do it on certain columns. As this MLlib takes input in the form of vectors only, so we'll be using this vector assembler. So as you can see, the features which are in this vectors form. After that, we'll be finalizing the data. We'll be selecting certain columns, as you see here, and then sort it in ascending order. As we have this time column, we'll be sorting it in ascending order. Then we'll split the data into training and testing. As we have this time over here, we'll be setting a certain threshold over here, and then we'll be splitting up the upper part and lower part of the data as training and testing by keeping a certain threshold. So then we have this train and test data. After that, I will be saving it as test data 1. So then we'll be building a linear regression model. As I have shown, we'll be passing the parameters like this feature column as features and label column as close. So after that, we will fit the data, and then you can see we can print out that coefficients and these are intercepts. And then the next part is this prediction. So we'll be selecting these certain columns. As you can see, we have this feature, close, and prediction. After that, we'll be evaluating the models. Here I have used regression evaluator, wherein I'll be passing these parameters as label column, prediction column, and this name of the metric. So we have this RMSE over here. As you can see, this RMSE is 0.1. As we know, it's better to have a less RMSE, or else it says that the model is overfit. So after this, we'll be saving this model also. Then we also have this app.py file which I have created, wherein we have used Flask. We'll be using this for the visualization part. I've imported the necessary libraries and also given this model thing and all, loading it, and you just have to like give the port number, specify the port number over here, wherein we'll go to this browser and check our visual the graph. So let's get started. So we'll be using this EC2 instance. So log into this AWS management console and then launch these instances. So choose an AMI where we'll be choosing this Ubuntu server, and then choose an instance type as we need much RAM over here. So we'll be selecting this T2.medium, then add the storage number of instances is 1, and then skip that and go to this configure security group. So wherein you can create a new security group or select an existing one. So I'm selecting a existing one. I've already created one as full access, so I'll be using that, or else you can create a new one if you want. After that I'll be launching this. So it's asking for a key pair wherein I'm using the existing key pair. If you have not created, you can create a new key pair. So let me mark it and then launch the instances. So we'll be viewing the instances. So as you can see, the status is pending. So we can wait till it starts running. Meanwhile, we can go to this security groups, wherein we can create a security group. I have already created as full access. You can create by going to the security group thing, and then go to these inbound rules, wherein you'll be editing these inbound rules and adding the type as all traffic. So after choosing this all traffic, then we'll be saving these rules. I've already done that part. So now what we'll do is we'll go to these network interfaces, wherein we'll select this and then go to these actions and change the security groups, wherein we'll add up this full access over here. You can just search over here and click on this full access, whichever you have created. So after that you can just save it. I have done that part also, so I'll not be showing it again, doing it again, sorry. So as you can see, our instance is running now. So going to this SSH client, we have this public DNS and all, wherein we'll be using it to connect to our instance using this. So open a terminal, get into this downloads directory, and as we have our PM file over there. Okay, then you can just copy paste that. Let me type as. So now you can see a new IP address over here. So after that, let me clear it. So we have connected. Now let me go back to, okay, let me run this sudo apt get update and sudo apt install python 3 pip. So run this command. It'll take up some time. Type yes. So meanwhile, we'll go to this FileZilla, wherein we can transfer these files. Let me minimize it. So here, going to this site manager, we'll change the host. We'll copy this public DNS from here. So then paste it for the host, and then connect it. Okay, so now you can see we have this. We'll have to first create a directory. Let me do it from the command. So just using this mkdir, I'll be creating a stock price project folder wherein we can drop all these files like this model, producer, consumer file, app.py, everything, and all the necessary ones. So you can see we have this stock price project. So after that we'll be dropping all these necessary ones. I'll be dropping it one by one. We have this requirement.txt, producer.py model, which is having this machine learning model. Then this consumer.py, we have this app.py, and also the env file where we have this API key and this test data one, and also these templates which has this index.html file, like basically for this visualization part using Flask. We have this index.html also. And then after we are done, we also have this Kafka. We'll be running this Kafka Zookeeper and all, so we'll be dropping this Kafka also over here. Let me search it. So okay, we'll be dropping this Kafka 2.13. Okay, so it might take a long time. You can wait, or you can open a new terminal. Let me clear it first. Or okay, you can install this JRE meanwhile. Sudo apt install this JRE. Let me. So this is done. So we have this stock price project. We'll just check it out. Now we'll get into this stock price project, and then we have this requirement.txt over here. So we'll be installing whatever present inside that. So now using this pip3 install. Oh, sorry, this is the wrong thing. Okay, it's pip3 install -r requirements.txt. So it will install all of it, all of this present inside this requirement.txt. So all of these pandas, numpy, PySpark, all of these is getting installed. It's collecting that part. So it will take up some time. I have skipped this part, and it's done now. So now we'll go into this downloads directory. So we'll just first connect to these instances. So we'll like open a certain number of terminals. First let me copy this command and paste it. So you can see we are in this let me open a new window and then get into this downloads directory again, and then the same thing you can paste and clear it out. So let me open one more window. So then again getting into this. Okay, just a second. So here get again into this downloads directory, and then copy this command and get into this like connect to this instance. So let me clear it out. So we have our terminals now, so we'll be doing it one by one. So first of all we'll start our Zookeeper, get into this stock price project where we have all of these requirements, all of these files which we have dropped. So we'll get into this Kafka because we'll be starting the Zookeeper and also this Kafka. So let me open a new terminal and start this Kafka. And let me first go into this project directory, I mean the folder which we have created, then this Kafka, then bin slash Kafka server start.sh config. We'll be using the server.properties over here. So after this part is done, so now I'll open a new terminal, again get into this stock price project directory, and then we have this requirements.txt over here, wherein we have to like which we have already run. Now we'll be using this producer.py. We'll be running that python producer.py. So this is successfully done, and now what we'll do is we'll go to one more terminal, or yeah, but it's better to go into a new terminal. Let me again go do the same, get into the download directory and copy paste that command, connect to this instance. So clear it up. Okay, now get into this stock price project directory, then run this app.py file, python3 app.py. Oh, looks like there is some error. Let's check it out. Okay, it's about this directory. Okay, I had not started this Hadoop daemons also. Make sure you do it. So there is a problem with the loading, so maybe we have not dropped the files properly. It's sometimes while dragging and dropping, you need to make sure you do it properly, because it while dropping it, you might drop into this folders itself. So I might have dropped into that test data one. So just a second, we'll check it out. So now it's running. What happened is I had by mistake I had put this while dragging and dropping, it was into a different folder. So make sure you do it properly, or else you'll face some error. So now as it's running, we'll go to this web browser. We'll just copy this public DNS. We'll open a new tab, wherein we'll copy paste that URL, I mean this public DNS, and also we'll provide this port number which we have given in that code app.py file. So we have this close and prediction. As you can see, we have this stock data prediction graph live of this live data. So this blue line says this is a prediction, and then yellow line the green line specifies this close and prediction. As you can see, the lines varying the prediction and this actual how it is, this is being displayed over here. So this is how using this Flask, we can visualize it. So that's all for today's video. Hope you liked it. After you're done with it, make sure you close all these services to avoid unnecessary billing. Thank you.